All right, guys, Crypto Kurt here with a quick update on InsureX, symbol IXT. Now, I was looking at this about an hour and a half ago, and then I ended up having to run to the shops, decided not to do the video until I got back, and I was, they use a term here in Australia called gobsmacked, because a lot's happened in the last hour and a half. The reason why I was so excited an hour ago was because I was looking at this in in Australian dollars, and let's look at what happened. So about an hour ago, it was trading at 94 cents US. And I was looking at it in Australian dollars, it was sitting at $1.20. Now, I'm freaking out because I only paid about 25 cents for each token. So I was like, oh my God, that's just awesome. Excuse me. But if we can also see, it had another spike. So if we look, we're at the 7-day chart now, another spike just on the 19th. That got up to, if I can get right on it, it basically got up to $1 US. There we go. $1 US, and again, it was only there for a couple minutes. And then today, same, got up to what, 96 cents, 94.6 cents. So again, massive pump and dump happening on this stock, or on this coin, I should say. But you know what? This is really more of a story about how to not be an idiot, because I was a complete idiot going through this whole process of acquiring the InsureX tokens. First was, it was a couple months ago. I was trying to get into this stuff. I was still learning quite a bit, still quite a newbie. I still am a newbie, but back then I was even more of a noob. And I was following a couple guys on YouTube. You probably have seen them as well, Jay Snip and Bix Weir, and they were all over this altcoin, and just saying had to be in, had to be in, had to be in, had to get in, had to get in. So I decided to get in. I also realized that because I was in Australia, I had a chance of getting in. Not ahead of everyone, but because of the timing, it was going to be daytime, their pre-ICO or their pre-ICO start for me, which would have been, you people in the U.S. would have had to wake up at 2:30 or 3 in the morning or whatever. But the point is that I was at their site, and I'll show you this photo. So I was at their site. You can see it was 13 hours before. I had this running in the background. This is 13 hours before the actual release, and it was on the 11th of July. And then this pop-up conversation box popped up, and basically you can see above that there was something in there about there was an address. They were live, they were ready to go, they had a certain number of pre-ICO coins available. And then this is me, this is how stupid I am. I'm like, is this for real or was the site hacked? No, we're live. Excellent, cheers. And they made themselves look like they were the operations manager. The auto signature in the chat box also had Mikhail, whatever his surname is. So they gave an address, and I went and sent them 1 ETH. And then I realized that something's not right here. I watched another Jay Snip video, and a whole lot of people had come to him, including myself, and said, hey guys, I think something funky's happening on here. He actually did another video, came back, sent me a quick email and said video coming out soon. And sure shit, I got scammed, right? So what happens when you get scammed? Well, you can just roll over, or with the power of the blockchain, you can actually do some homework. So what happened was I can actually go through this system, and this is the list of transactions that have happened from my wallet address. And I'll come down here real quick, and this is the 1 Ether that I sent, so that's the day. You can see I sent that out, and I can go look at this. And this is the great thing about the blockchain, guys, is that even though it's kind of transparent, it's also, well, it's completely transparent. In other words, you can see everything, and someone has to know your address to see everything. But since I knew this address was where we sent the coin to, I can come in here and I can look at all the transactions that happened at this address. And look at that, sent out 484 Ether, sent out 23 Ether, sent out 547 Ether. And so I came down here and basically brought out the spreadsheet, crunched the math, and these guys were able to snag about 1,100 ETH. So on the day, Ether was trading for about 280. So they were able to pull, 308K roughly out of that quick little scam with a little chat box sitting over the ICO window. So I did a little bit more homework. I went to the InsureX Twitter site, and they have this token distribution announcement once the ICO was over. So I come have a look at this. And they're telling you what you need to do to make sure that you get your tokens, set up. And if you have my Ether wallet, you have to go in, set up a custom token, blah, blah, blah. And then they come down here, and here's scam victims. So if you fell victim of the scam caused by Twitter or intercom problem, you can claim IXT filling in the form below. Unfortunately, there are people who are trying to take advantage of the scam, so there's scammers trying to scam the scam, and we want to protect our contributors and community and minimize the impact. Note, we will only pay out to the original addresses who sent transactions to the scam contract. A 30-second Skype chat will be required before claims are honored or paid out. So I went and filled out this form. It's just a Google Doc. Put in your name and your number, and hopefully this is still good for anybody who got scammed on that day and hasn't done anything about it. Maybe you'll see this and actually go take advantage of this and get yourself sorted. So they want you to send in your name, your number, your wallet address, the transaction address, the amount of ETH you sent. When are you available for a Skype call? I think I was asking them to ring me on August 1st. So this would have been, again, a few days after the 23rd was when it ended. So it would have been a week after that. And I never heard back from them. I never got an email from them. I sent them 2 emails before I found this directly to their contact, saying, hey, I got scammed. Can you help me out? I went to their Facebook page, sent them a message there. Nothing. Never got called back for a Skype call. Never got anything back. And then, strangely enough, about 2 weeks ago, I logged into my Ether wallet, and there's my IXT. There's my 1,125 tokens. Now, to be honest, I can't remember what I was supposed to get. I think there was some bonus or whatever, but I don't know. I do know that, again, at the time, ETH was trading for about 280. So if we say 280 divided by 1125, what's that, 7 cents a piece? Sorry, I did that math wrong. That's 1125 divided by 280. So I paid, sorry guys. Once again, it's the other way around, 280. You spent 280, you need to get 1125. What did you pay per? You paid 24.8 cents per. And again, if I go back to wherever it is here, the coin market cap, 48 cents, so I doubled my money. And again, you can understand now when I looked at this 2 hours ago and it was sitting at $1.20 Australian and I paid 25 cents Australian, I was freaking out. I thought I had done pretty well. And I did do really well, as we've seen, but you can see the pump and dump of the scam here. So ultimately, this is not about InsureX, guys. This is more a story to help you understand things to avoid, especially when getting involved with ICOs. So first piece of advice, and remember, guys, this is not investment advice. This should be considered for education and entertainment purposes, specifically educational purposes. Don't buy coins that you don't know anything about. I didn't know anything about these. I took these guys at their word. Whatever. Don't do that again. I won't do that again. 2, if you see something on a pre-ICO site that says start early and there's no documentation anywhere on the website or in the white paper, don't fall for it. You're getting scammed. And there's going to be scams galore coming up as more and more of these coins are launched every day. 3rd, if you are scammed, do your homework. Turn into a sleuth. Turn into a spy. Figure out what you got to do. Again, the blockchain allows you to follow through and see these things. 3rd, follow up with the ICO, right? So there are people on the other side of these websites. So make sure that you reach out. Again, to be honest, guys, I got really lucky on this one. Super lucky. I had thought for sure $280 was just gone to the wind. Now, not only has $280 come back into my pocket, it's doubled overnight. And 2 hours ago, it had quadrupled. So here again lies the lesson. There's a lot of ways to screw up when you're messing with these things. So again, I'm hoping that this just sits with, that a lot of people just sit and think about this and able to look at me and say, God, what an idiot. Just don't make the same mistakes that I did. All right, guys, once again, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Last day, isn't that scary? Today's the first day. If it was the last day, what would you do? Would you buy cryptos? I don't know. But today's the first day of the rest of your life. So my advice is, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, my advice is to start learning about this stuff, guys. The world is changing, and cryptos are going to change the way we do business going forward, and it's going to make it a peer-to-peer world, which is going to be really, really exciting. So once again, guys, take action, do something, sign up for an exchange, go do some research, set up yourself a wallet, and just start getting yourself educated, just like you are now by watching this video. Okay, great. Crypto Kurt out.